Hello, my dear curious and studious students of surgery. Myself, Dr. Mahesh Chaudhary. I am warm welcoming you in my surgery lecture series. This surgery lecture series contains entire surgery with anesthesia, with radiology, with orthopedic. So stay tuned with us. Let's start our surgery lecture series. Welcome, my dear students, in our surgery lecture number 130, that is the infections of bones, joints and spines. In this lecture, we will cover the acute osteomyelitis, Madura foot, tuberculosis of the bone and joints, ankylosis, tuberculosis of the spine, that is the Pott's disease, spina bifida. All these points are covered in this lecture. Now, first we start with the acute osteomyelitis, infection of bone by the microorganisms, that is the Staphylococcus aureus, Streptococcus and Pneumococci. Types of the acute osteomyelitis are primary and secondary. Primary through the hematogenous and secondary following open bone or bone operations, through the bone operations. Pathology, firstly the inflammatory reaction takes place, then bone destruction, then production of inflammatory exudates and cells, that is pus formation, and then spreads along the medullary cavity out of the cortex in other direction. This is the pathology takes place in the acute osteomyelitis. Dear students, here is the image showing the osteomyelitic bone. The little finger is showing the osteomyelitis. This is the another image showing the acute osteomyelitis, and anteroposterior radiograph shows the radiolucency of the acute osteomyelitis. Now the investigation should be performed in the acute osteomyelitis are blood leukocytosis is there, elevated ESR is commonly found, X-ray thickening and irregularity of the cortices sequestrum is there, bone scan should be performed, aspiration of bone for culture and sensitivity. Complications of these conditions are septicemia and pyemia and acute exacerbation, amyloidosis, growth abnormalities, pathological fractures may take place, joint stiffness, sinus tract malignancy. Now the treatment of this acute osteomyelitis are first is the operative, sequestrectomy, saucerization, curettage, excision of infected bone and amputation. Now Garage osteomyelitis, this is the sclerosing non-suppurative chronic osteomyelitis, Brodie's abscess. The site of this Brodie's abscess is upper end of the tibia. Infection, the chronic bone abscess with pus or jelly-like granulation tissue surrounded by the zone sclerosis. Here is the image showing the sclerotic margins. The pus cells in the bone is clearly seen. That is the upper end of the tibia. This is the Brodie's abscess in the upper end of the tibia. Now the fungal infections of the bones, fungal infections of bone may be take place. Madura foot is among of that, caused by the maduromycosis, nodular swelling over dorsum of foot, nodule burst, pus, multiple discharging sinuses, sieves like erosions over the infected part. Treatment is penicillin or dapsone. Now the tuberculosis of the bones and joints. Etiopathogens are the Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Pathology is the proliferative response, exudative response, extensive cassation, necrosis is there. Dear students, here is a typical picture of the Madura foot. This is the tuberculosis of the bones and joints is clearly seen. This is the another image of the Madura foot, and this is the another image showing the tuberculosis of the bones and joints. The dark black spot showing the tubercular spot. Now ankylosis, pathological immobilization of the joints means the ankylosis. Here is the image showing the joint space. Normal image is that, and the lower image is showing, first image showing the fibrous ankylosis and second image showing the bony ankylosis. Treatment is conservative, control of infections, antituberculin drugs, rest and build up nutritional diet should be given. Care of the affected part should be taken by the proper positioning of the joint, mobilization, exercise and weight bearing. Dear students, here is a good picture showing the healthy spine and ankylosing spondylosis. First image showing the body of vertebrae, normal spine. Second image showing the inflammation of the joints, and third image showing the fusion of the bones as a bamboo type is clearly seen. This is the another image of the ankylosis of the wrist joints is clearly seen. Now the operative interventions in the ankylosis are first biopsy taken, then treatment of cold abscess, curettage of the lesion, joint debridement, synovectomy, salvage operation and decompression. This is the operative intervention in the line of treatment of the ankylosis. Now the tuberculosis of the spine, that is the pot spine pathology, is always secondary. Hematogenous root spreads via paravertebral plexus of the veins, that is the Batson's plexus. Types of the vertebral tuberculosis is the paradiscal, centrally, anterior and posterior. Here is the image showing anterior, central, paravertebral and posterior types of vertebral tuberculosis by the dotted shadow is clearly seen in this image. Now the clinical complaints of these tuberculosis of spines are pain, stiffness, cold abscess, paraplegia, deformity and constitutional symptoms arises in the tuberculosis of spine, that is the pot spine. Now and examinations, by examination the gait, attitude of deformity, paravertebral swelling, tenderness, movements, neurological examination and general examination should be performed in the POTS disease. Dear students, here the image is clearly shown. The pot spine, tuberculosis of the spine is clearly seen, and this is the second image is also showing the same tuberculosis of the spine. Third image is also of the tuberculosis of the spine, but there is the curative surgery done by nailing and plating. Now investigations should be performed in the POTS disease, that is the tuberculosis of the spine, that is the radiological examination are found the reduction on the disc space, destruction of vertebral body, evidence of cold abscess, widened mediastinum, retropharyngeal abscess, psoas abscess, rarefaction, unusual signs and signs of healing. All these points are found in the radiological examination in the pot spine. Pot spine's X-ray. As we see in the previous images before these slides, all these points are seen in that image. Then the radiological next images are investigations are CT scan, MRI, myelography and biopsy all should perform. Then the treatment of the tuberculosis of the spine, that is the pot spine, principles are to achieve the healing of the disease and to prevent the complications. Care of the spine must be taken by the rest, mobilization, treatment of cold abscess, aspiration and evacuation of the pus. Complications, cold abscess and neurological complications like paraplegia, paralysis. Stage of tuberculosis of the hip there are three stages. Stage first is the synovitis, second stage of arthritis and stage 3 is the stage of erosions. Now the investigations should be performed in the tuberculosis of the hip, that is the radiological examinations shows the haziness, lytic lesion, reduction of the joint space, irregular outline, acetabular changes and sign of the healing is clearly seen on the radiological examination, that is the X-ray, CT and MRI. Treatment of the TB of hip joints are conservative antituberculin treatment, care of hip and general care should be taken, nutritional food should be supplied, operative treatment, joint debridement, girdle stone arthroplasty, arthrodesis, corrective osteotomy, or finally if not possible then the total hip replacement should be performed. Now the next entity of this lecture is the spina ventosa, that is the tuberculosis of the phalanges. This is called as the spina ventosa. Next point of this lecture is the congenital talus equinovarus, that is the CTEV, that is the club foot, a number or different abnormalities in the shape of the foot. Nomenclatures: equinus, equine, that is the horse who walk on toes. Calcaneus, reverse of equinus. Varus, inversion and adduction. Valgus, eversion and abduction. Cavus, longitudinal arch of the foot, that is the exaggerated. Planus, longitudinal arch of the foot is flattened. Splay, transverse arch is flattened. And here is the type of the foot deformities is clearly seen in this image, that is the types of the foot deformities. First is the equinus, second is the calcaneus, third is the varus, valgus, cavus and planus, and the lower image showing the splay. The types of the foot deformities: equinus opposite to the calcaneus and varus opposite to the valgus and cavus opposite to the planus, and splay is the special deformity. This image showing clearly. Adductions means close to the body and abductions means the away from the body. This is the difference between these two terms. The students must be remember this. Next deformity of the foot is the club foot. This is idiopathic club foot. Behind this the mechanical, ischemic and genetic theory is described. Secondary club foot, paralytic disorders, arthrogryposis, multiplex congenital, that is the AMC. Now the treatment of these club foots are methods of correction of deformity, non-operative methods and operative methods, and another treatment is the method of the maintenance of the corrections. Now method of the corrections of the deformity. Non-operative methods are manipulation alone. Manipulation and stripping or corrective plasters of cast should be applied. And operative methods are the posterior medial soft tissue release PMSTR on the posterior side, lengthening of the tendinoachetes by Z-plasty, release of the posterior capsule, release of posterior talofibular and calcaneofibular ligaments. On the medial side, 3 by 3 by 3, that is the rule of 3. TLS, T for 3 tendon and L for 3 ligaments and 3 for S for structures. We will see in details lengthening of 3 tendons, and those are tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus and flexor hallucis longus. And L3L stands for the release of the 3 ligaments, that is the talonavicular ligaments, superficial part of deltoid ligament and the spring ligament. And S stands for the 3 structures, release of the 3 more structures, that is the interosseous talocalcaneal ligament, capsules of the navicular cuneiform first metatarsal joints. These are the 3 TLAs, the lengthening of 3 tendons, release of the 3 ligaments and release of the 3 more structures. TLS, rule of 3 should be applied here. And on the plantar side, if the deformity is on the plantar side, the releasing of the plantar fascia, release of the short flexor of the toes, flexor digitorum brevis and adductor hallucis from their origin on the calcaneum. Now, limited soft tissue release for equinus alone, a posterior release; for adduction alone, a medial release; for cavus alone, a plantar release should be done. And if tendon transfers, diverse osteotomy, Dillwyn's Evans procedure, wedge torsectomy, triple orthodesis and Elizarov techniques should be applied in the treatment of the operative methods of the idiopathic club foots. Now methods of the maintenance of the correction, that is the CTEV splints, Dennis Brown splints, DB splints, CTEV shoes should be used. Now the next entity of this lecture is the spina bifida. The 2 halves of the arch fuse in thoracic failure. On fusion of this arch gives rise to the spina bifida, associated with maldevelopment of the spinal cord and membranes. Types of spina bifida are the spina bifida occulta and spina bifida aperta. First, spina bifida occulta, mildest and commonest types. Failure of the vertebral arches to fuse the result in bifida opinus, spinous process of the vertebrae. Site is the lumbosacral spine. Externally, a lipomatous mass is there, a dermal sinus or a tuft of hair, tail sign in the form of the dimple in the skin. Dear students, here is the image showing the image showing the spina bifida aperta, B showing the spina bifida aperta and occulta, third image showing the spina bifida occulta, and fourth is also spina bifida occulta. This is the clear cut picture, myelomeningocele in the image A, meningocele in the image B, and lipomyelomeningocele in the image C, and lipomeningocele in the image D is clearly seen in this image. Now this is the another image clear showing the spina bifida open defect is there. Now second, spina bifida aperta. This is the developmental defect, not only the vertebral arches but also the overlying soft tissue skin, and often the meninges are open. Site is dorsolumbar spine. Defect is meningocele, that is the protrusion of meninges through a defect in the neural arch, contains only CSF. Second is the meningomyelocele, protrusion of the meninges along with the same neural elements. Third is the syringomyelocele, the central canal of the cord is dilated. And fourth is the myelocele, and arrest in the development at the time of closure of the neural groove. Treatment of the spina bifida are treatment of basic defect, that is the spina bifida, orthopedic treatment to prevent and correct the deformities, urological defect for bladder incontinence if there. Dear students, here is the end of our surgery lecture number 130, that is the infections of bone, joints and spine. Thank you.